Thank you for being here today. We will now be calling this meeting to order. As a courtesy to others, please silence all electronic devices during this meeting. Citizens desiring to speak under here the audience shall submit a request form to Madam Clerk to my right, your left. Forms should be available at the door. We will now proceed with a moment of silence, the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag led by Commissioner Alvarez.
Will you please join me in pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner. We move right on to proclamations and special presentations. City Manager.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, Commissioners. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce to you today our July Employee of the Month from the Development Services Department, Travis Anderson. Travis, come on up. Congratulations. Thank you. Travis is a fire plan reviewer in the Development Services Department. He's been with us over 4 years?
Yes, sir.
Over 4 years, 4.5 years. Probably knows the exact month and date, no. But Travis was nominated for his expertise in application of the life safety code, the fire codes that we have to implement through all of our permits that are reviewed that come into the city. Travis is well noted for working with all of the applicants that come through the process. He does it in a very professional, a very customer-friendly way. And he's also noted for coming up with solutions for folks, because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that our customers are able to get their permits. And so Travis makes it a point to make sure that these folks are able to get that done. And beyond that, he's just got a friendly demeanor. He's well known in the workforce for being, just a positive influence within the department. And so on behalf of the city employees for the city and our commissioners, I want to thank you for everything that you do, congratulate you on Employee of the Month, and then remind our audience that our Employee of the Month is not chosen by me, the commissioners, the leadership in his department, but he was nominated by a coworker and then evaluated by a committee of representatives from the 12 departments at the city, and there is no greater honor than to be recognized by your peers. So Travis, again, congratulations, and let's take a picture. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
If you'd like to say a few words, Travis, you will.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm just honored for this opportunity. This city is an awesome city. I say it's the city of love. I call it the kiss me, but it's kissing me. But I love this city, and I'm looking forward to continue growing, and let's love. Right. Love you guys.
Thank you. We move right on to public hearing, first and second readings. For a public hearing, second and final reading, proposed ordinance 26-17. City Clerk, would you kindly read the title into the record?
An ordinance repealing or replacing the Code of Ordinances of the City of Kissimmee, Florida, Chapter 8, Aviation, reorganizing, updating airport ordinances, providing for severability, repealing all ordinances in conflict, and providing an effective date.
Thank you.
The airport's regulations with regard to aeronautical services and minimum standards at Kissimmee Gateway Airport. This document passed the first reading, and staff is recommending that the Commission adopt the second and final reading.
Thank you, City Manager. This is a public hearing. Do any members of the public wish to speak on this item? Hearing none, let me just make sure we don't have someone here on this item 6, 7. No. Okay, just want to make sure I read everyone's handwriting. So thank you. This is a public hearing. Hearing none, do any of the commissioners have a conflict of interest to declare on this item?
No, Madam Mayor.
No, Madam Mayor.
No, thank you. Discussion, commissioners, is there anything you'd like to discuss?
No, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Commissioners, no? Thank you. Do you have a motion to approve the second and final reading of proposed ordinance 26-17?
Motion.
To approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Alvarez, second by Commissioner Martinez. Roll call, please.
This is roll call to adopt ordinance 3140, amending airport regulations and airspace zoning. Commissioner Martinez?
Aye.
Commissioner Ortiz?
Aye.
Commissioner Edie? Aye. Commissioner Alvarez?
Aye.
Mayor Espinosa?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you. We move right on to public hearings. 5A, public hearing City of Kissimmee Annual Action Plan for Program Year 2026 and its accompanying applications, certifications, and resolutions.
Good evening, Mayor Espinosa and Commissioners. My name is Frances de Jesus, and I am with the Development Services Department. The annual action plan being presented today at this public hearing serves as the city guide for allocating federal community development block grant funds for program year 2026. The city expects to receive $953,411. The proposed CDBG activities listed in the plan are code enforcement, public services, rehabilitation of a homeless facility, owner-occupied rehab, more specifically, a newly created emergency repair program, repayment of the expected Section 108 loan, and administration costs. The programs and activities included in the plan are based on the needs and priorities identified in the city's most recent 5-year consolidated plan. The city conducted a series of public meetings and outreach activities to gather input from the community. I also want to add that although the annual action plan does not address home funds because they're included in the county's plan, since they are the lead agency for the Osceola County Consortium, the city expects to receive approximately $342,947 in home funding. The proposed home activities are tenant-based rental assistance program, rehabilitation, rental housing development, homebuyer assistance, and administration. This public hearing is the last step before the annual action plan is submitted to the Department of Housing and Urban Development for final approval. So I am available for any questions or to hear any comments you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Francis. Appreciate it. This is a public hearing. Any members of the public wish to speak on this item? Hearing none, we will now allow for discussion. Commissioners, any discussion on this item?
No, Madam Mayor.
No, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, appreciate it. Do I have a motion to approve the city's annual action plan for program year 2026 and its accompanying applications, certifications, and resolutions?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Martinez. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Ortiz. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We will move right on to hear the audience. We have several cards. I'd like to make a special request today. If I may, Commissioners, I'd like to invite to the podium a young lady that I met yesterday, and because of her age, we will not have her disclose her address, but I'd like to invite and start our evening with Ms. Anaí Diaz. If you would come up right over here to the podium. And Commissioners, I'll share with you that I shared a very special moment with Ms. Diaz yesterday and her family, as she is an author of a book. And Commissioner Ortiz was in City Hall, and City Manager was with us, and Deputy City Manager Austin as well. And we wanted her to come in and empower our youth, 12 years old, and Ms. Anaí has something she'd like to share with us. Ms. Anaí, you're welcome to the microphone, and thank you for being with us this evening.
Hello, my name is Anaí Diaz, and I am 12 years old. I'm Puerto Rican, but I have lived in Kissimmee, Florida for the past 10 years. I live with my mom, my twin brother Dylan, and my older brother Biliam. I attend Nazareth Christian Academy, and I am a member of Nazareth Church, where my pastors are Ellie and Daisy Reyes. First of all, I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to present this book. It is a great privilege and wonderful blessing for me. My project is a book called Diary of a Christian Girl. Even though the title says girl, this book is for both boys and girls. It has that title because it is inspired by my own story. In each devotional, I share a different stage of my life and how, as a Christian girl, God has helped me to overcome different challenges. This is a devotional for children that helps them to grow closer to Jesus through Bible verses, reflections, prayers, and fun activities. It is an enjoyable book, but above all, it is filled with the Word of God. God placed this book on my heart and gave me the calling to write it so I could share with other children that we can trust Him in every moment of our lives. I have also learned that it is never too early when God gives you a purpose. When He calls you, He also equips and sends you. I used to dream about writing a book, and I thought that the day would come when I was an adult. But God taught me that His plans are always fulfilled in His perfect timing, not ours. My prayer is that this book will be a blessing to many children in Kissimmee and in many other places as well. I pray that every child who reads it will want to grow closer to God, read the Bible, pray, and follow Jesus every day. I also hope that as children we will be the light wherever we go and live differently, reflecting the love of Christ through our words and our action. I would like to finish by sharing my favorite Bible verse, the one that has guided my life. 1 Corinthians 10:31, so whether you eat or drink, or whatever you do it all for the glory of God. Because in the end, it is all about Him. God bless you, and thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you for your opportunity. Thank you. So we're very proud to recognize someone that lives in our city and that empowers our youth. We do have a certificate of recognition we'd like to give you. Ms. Diaz, if you would join us here in the front, the commissioners are going to go down and give you a certificate of recognition. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for what you do.
You should be proud.
Yes.
You should be proud. You keep doing it because greatness is headed in your direction. It's coming.
What a great example for the youth. 12 years old, she's a twin, and we always have to commend them and their family, because the family is also very responsible for making sure this kind of stuff happens. She's a twin. I don't know if that's her brother. Is that your twin brother right there? Okay.
Oh, wow.
So thank you for being with us this evening. It means a lot for us to know that the youth is, and the name of her book, and Amazon approved it earlier, as what I was told yesterday than it was than expected, is The Diaries of a Christian Girl.
Wow.
So thank you. It's beautiful, and they have it in English and Spanish, so kudos to you and congratulations once again. Thank you. Now we'll move on, and now we'll continue with other city business. This is city business as well, with other city business. Ms. Sharon Anderson. There we go.
Sharon Anderson. I reside at 110 Lakeview Drive, Unit 216 here in Kissimmee. I actually have a question. I received my mail-in ballot, and I just have a question. I was going to call and ask this question in reference to the random questions on the back, in reference to the second question where it says amendment candidate qualifications to require a background check. My question is, first, what level of background check is my first question. Second question is, what information will disqualify a candidate from running? And then I have a follow-up question. So, Ms. Mike, can you answer that, or whomever? Because I didn't know who to call, so before I cast my vote on this, I need a little more clarity.
Thank you. I'll defer to our city attorney since it's a question that, and you can take it from there. Give us direction on that.
Sure. I'm sorry. I don't have the ordinance in front of me, but to the best of my recollection, it does not. Sorry, I have to pull it up, but I'm happy to get you more information. I don't want to misspeak.
I remember we were sitting here in the chambers when it was approved, and I had that question, and I said, oh, I should have asked it, but I didn't. So that's what I need to know, what level of background checks, because there's 2 levels of background checks. It's a level 1, and then it's a level 2.
Thank you.
For future people who want to run for office, I think we need to know what that level of background check will be.
What do you mean by level 1 and level 2?
Okay, when you get a background check, it's a level 1 background check, which is, it checks your employment history, your statewide criminal history check, your local criminal history check, the sex offenders registry search, and identification qualifications. That's level 1. Level 2 is fingerprint-based search, state and FBI national criminal history, searches for arrests and convictions across states, sex offender registry research, and then it reviews a certain disqualifying offenders required by law. So I think I don't know which way to go.
Thank you, Ms. Anderson. I think that our city attorney will get some information and circle back to you. And
then the follow-up question I need before I can cast my ballot and put it in the mail is, what happens if a candidate had a felony, served their time, had their rights restored? Is that a disqualifying for someone to run for public office?
No.
City attorney.
That would not.
Okay, those are just questions that I had that I needed some clarity before I cast my vote. So
thank you. Well, we at least
hurry up because I want to get my ballot in.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. We answered one. The other one, our attorney will get back with you on that one, but thank you for your question. Some other people might have that same question, so thank you. Mr. John Cortez. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Cortez. Your name and address for the record, as usual, and 3 minutes. Well, this is on 7B. Do you want to speak now or on item 7B? Are you okay speaking on this now or 7B, which is?
I'll speak on it anytime.
Okay.
You're the boss. I'm just visiting.
Is that okay? Can we have him speak now? It's on item 7B, part of the consent agenda. Can we have him speak on this now? Or?
That's fine.
It's up to you. I can wait. It's up to you.
City attorney, am I okay? 7B, he's okay to speak now? Thank you. Okay. Go right ahead.
Good afternoon. My name is John Cortez, 216 Old Mill Circle, Kissimmee, Florida, 34746-6060. I'm here today to talk about the airport. I'm for the airport, but I hope we got it together and we don't hurt the people in Orange Gardens between the noise, traffic, and everything else that comes with an airport, and everybody else that comes going to use the airport. I like that I can take this is going to take me to Tampa, and I don't have to drive my car anymore, because I could take one of the shuttles that they're going to have, and I go to the airport and I go to the beach. It's real cool. I kind of like that. It's all modernized. This is great for employment, but I would like to see the noise, how much the noise is going to be, because that's what I'm worried about, because I don't like the noise now. So how much noise is that going to be with those turbo fans? I mean, not fans, what do you call it, propellers or whatever they are, and everything else that comes with it, traffic, public transportation, is that going to be a problem also? And the things that come with problems with the airport. Hopefully we won't have any. I've been here 31 years and I know what's going on here. I'm not new to this. I was a state rep for 6 years and I listened to all the laws that are there that help out with all the counties and they can ask for money. So don't be afraid to ask the state for money because they have the money and the feds. Been there, done that. And all I want to say is good luck with the airport and you won't see me anymore. If it's going to give you attendance to my sleep at night, you don't have a problem with me. Because I know there's a lot of people that like to go to sleep at night. And hearing noise all day and a lot of traffic jams and noise and beeping the horns and all that baloney that comes with it, criminal things that are going on and all that stuff. Because money talks and everything walks in this world. So hopefully, I'm not trying to be negative. I want it to go through because I love being in airplanes and helicopters and all that stuff. I used to work in New York City. I used to be a correction officer, and I used to go past the airport thing that they used to have, which was next to the water. It was awesome. So that's all I'm going to say. Hopefully, good luck to the city. And if they need help on my side, I'll be glad to help out. But let's do this. But please, let's do it professionally, carefully, and responsibly, and caring about the people who live here, the citizens who live here. And that's all I got to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cortez. We appreciate your comment. Certainly take that into consideration. We will move on to Mr. Tom Kapp.
Good evening, Tom Kapp, 21 North Clyde Avenue, Kissimmee, Florida. Last meeting, at the end of the meeting, everybody was happy about how the 4th of July went and all that, and that 17,000 people came to this town from the effort of having that. There's only one problem with it. It was at the lakefront. And it was at the lakefront, and people do not leave that lakefront for two reasons. One is it's too far to come downtown to get anything. And the other thing is we allowed food trucks there. So the food trucks came back fat and happy with money, and we starved at Violet's Benham Brewery, and I'm sure other people have too. I mean, we didn't make 20% of a normal Saturday that day because nobody came up to that end of the town. With these events like that, other than the fireworks themselves, need to be brought under Broadway with no food trucks so that the people are there with all the restaurants downtown, and then with the hour in between the fireworks and the end of the party, okay, they would be in there having beer or whatever. But to have it down at the lakefront with food trucks is just cutting our throat. And that money came from our taxes, CRA taxes. So we paid for our own demise that weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kapp. City Manager, you and I have had a conversation over this, and I think you'll be addressing Mr. Kapp on some of his concerns.
Yes, we did have a discussion this morning. He had some good ideas that we'll take a look at for next year. I did give him full clarity that if Amendment 3 passes, we may have to pull back on some of the expenditures that we do for special events, but there's always ways to work around that.
Great, thank you. And thank you for bringing that concern. It's definitely valid. I think other merchants on the downtown are just as concerned. So thank you, we appreciate that. Thank you. We are going to have Mr. Radames Gomez, please come up to the podium and name and address for the record. 3 minutes.
Hi. My name is Radames Gomez, and I operate a small business in 809 North Tucker Avenue. I have restriction with my sign. Excuse me because my English not very good looking.
It's okay.
Can I say one translator for me?
He's asking for a translation.
Are there any people for translator for me? ¿Alguna persona me puede traducir, por favor?
Because we can, as a government, provide that.
Nosotros, sí, tienes que escoger a alguien que sea un voluntario. Gracias.
Gracias.
John Cortez again.
Thank you. For the record, Mr. John Cortez will be the translator for Mr. Radames, and your 3 minutes will start now.
Yo opero un pequeño negocio de sastrería en la Tucker Avenue.
He has a business on the avenue of clothing, tailoring.
Tengo 8 años operando allí sin ningún problema
He's been there 8 years without any problems.
y con todos los permisos del City Hall.
But all the permits from the city makes him have.
Ahora mismo mi negocio está cerrado porque me obligan a tener un sign de 12 pulgadas según nuestro código.
His business is closed because they wanted to have a 12-inch sign in front of the negocio, in front of the business.
Entiendo.
So he's closed right now.
Entiendo que eso es discriminatorio contra un pequeño negocio,
He feels it's a discrimination against a small business.
ya que otros negocios no tienen restricción en el número de sign ni en el tamaño.
And there's no restriction on any other place that he says about signs anywhere else there. Only his place he's claiming.
Le pido a ustedes como autoridades con poder de decisión
He's asking for your help and your decision on helping him out on this problem that he has with the sign.
revisar esta parte del código para que sea equitativo a los demás negocios.
And to be fair, and not just pick on him, to be fair for everybody, and they also can be penalized just like he can.
No estoy pidiendo solo por mí, sino por los demás negocios existentes que están pasando por el mismo problema.
So he's also complaining about other businesses that are having problems and they're being picked on, but there's only certain ones that get picked on, some that don't.
En sus manos queda resolver un problema colectivo de pequeño negocio.
He wants some kind of help with small businesses, and so they can understand this, but the situation due to the circumstance of how the business should be run. That's what he wants to know. What's going on? How can I get the help?
Y se nos prohíbe, según el código, tener un pequeño sign que diga open.
And there's supposed to be a sign that says open. I never heard of that one.
En su mano está resolver este problema. Gracias.
It's in your hands, and thank you. Thank you for listening.
Muchas gracias, señor Radames. Thank you. City Manager, I think at one point, City Manager? Yeah, I'm sorry. I think at one point we've discussed this, and in full disclosure, I have had conversations with Mr. Radames on previous occasions, and his concern has been the same, and I think you've addressed it as well, but I just want for clarity, is there anything we can do? Even that open sign, not having an open sign is definitely detrimental to any small business, especially if they're operating from his garage.
So to explain, he's got a home occupation license, which does not generally allow signage. Where he is located on Thacker, there is a special district called the Extended Home Occupation, which allows, it's only a handful of homes on the stretch of Thacker or right around Oak Street, where home-based businesses are allowed to have a sign, but it has to be small. It's not intended for advertising. It's only intended to identify to customers that come up to the house, because they should be going there by appointment only because it's a home-based business. The purpose of the ordinance is to limit the signage to just be identification signs so that when people walk up to the house, they realize, oh, okay, this is the business location. If the commission wants to change the ordinance, you can direct staff to do that. We would have to do public hearings, and it would apply to everybody within that district. And the point behind it is basically to limit the impact on the residential neighborhood.
Correct. Commissioners, we normally don't discuss these kind of things, but I think it's something we might want to consider thinking ahead, that a lot of people are turning to home businesses. A lot of people are making their primary home a home business, and this is a trending thing after COVID. And so perhaps we can consider, of course, not putting up an illuminated sign and looking like Broadway, I get that, but there should be a little bit more leniency, I think. And I'm just putting that out there, and as we discover and discuss these changes within our community, perhaps it's advisable. So I don't know how the commissioners feel about this, but I think it's worth coming to the table at maybe our next workshop or our budget workshop or something, and just bringing this up so that we can make suggestions. I know this is probably not the moment for it, but certainly would like to address the concerns.
Madam Mayor,
Ma'am?
I wouldn't have a problem with that as long as it's a neighborhood that does not have an HOA.
Yeah, I don't think he has an HOA in his
Okay.
neighborhood.
Yeah, it doesn't have
This
an
is on
HOA in that
Thacker.
neighborhood.
This is not an
Okay.
HOA. But most certainly, because HOAs would have,
Exactly,
you know,
exactly.
precedence over that, but
Yeah.
Like
this
an
is not.
18 by 24 would be more visible than a
Correct.
12-inch. I mean, if that's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Craig?
I have a solution, and we won't have to change the code.
Okay.
Our current sign codes allow a residential property, and this is a residential property, to have, most of the year, to have 3 2x2 yard signs. And we do not regulate content whatsoever. And then during election periods, that number goes to unlimited.
Okay.
So he can do up to, most time of the year, he can do up to 3 2x2 yard signs, the wire frame. We call them snipe signs, but it's a yard sign.
Right.
It can't be permanent, but that's something he can do without changing the code.
Throughout the
it would
year?
save us going through the.
That's a good solution.
Okay, so can I make a suggestion? Can we, city manager, perhaps schedule a meeting with Mr. Radames
Yes.
and make sure that we explain it to him with someone that speaks Spanish?
Yes.
So that he could have, and I know we have Spanish-speaking
Yeah,
staff.
we'll have somebody from economic development help us.
Thank you, I appreciate it. So, Mr. Cortez, are you explaining that to him? Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, commissioners, for entertaining. Thank you, Craig, for shedding some light on that. That's definitely helpful. Okay, and I think our last speaker this evening is Ms. Lillian Evans. Did she step out?
No, I'm over here talking to Craig real quick.
Oh, okay, it's your turn to speak.
Okay, can you give me a moment? I need to find information.
We really need to keep the meeting moving. Can you speak to Craig right after, please?
This has to do with the meeting.
Okay. City manager,
Can we just continue and then we'll circle back?
can I continue? And
Yeah, my opinion, you provide an opportunity on the agenda for somebody to speak. If they're not ready, we move on.
okay. Ms. Lillian Evans, yeah, this is your opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
No
So
problem.
I was listening to what he had to say, because I have a home ran business, actually 2. I don't put signs out on my properties.
Wait, let's start with identifying for the record. I'm sorry.
Lillian Evans, 1715 Sunny Street. Sorry.
No problem.
So I was asking Craig for your guys' information of why we are getting charged. We already pay for a license. So now they're charging us for our own property. You don't pay our taxes. You don't pay any of that. They're charging us $55. The first time you do it, it's $100. So then $55 every year to use your home. I don't know if he's doing it or not. For $55 to use your property that you pay for what reason? Just because you can make that excuse up to say, hey, well, since you're using your own property that you pay taxes for, that you take care of, that, you know, we paid to have the city come in, or, you know, the county or whatever, when we're building, we pay all that. Isn't that enough? So why are we paying this $55 to own, on top of paying the license, that $35 license fee? That's what I'm curious to know. So I don't know if he's paying that or not. So if he is, I'm speaking for him also, because I don't think that's fair. You pay a $35 license and then pay to use your own property. Where did that come from?
City manager, do you have anything you'd like to add to that?
I'm not aware of what the requirement is for that specific license that she's talking about, something I'd have to get with Craig to discuss.
Thank you. Ms. Evans, I'm sure that Mike will, our city manager will speak to Craig Holland and then.
Yeah, that's why I was
can-
talking to Craig about it.
Can
before I
they
came
circle
up.
back to you on that?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Thank you, I
ma'am.
appreciate it. Is that it for your comments for tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. We move right on to that was our last speaker for the evening, and we'll move right on to the consent agenda. Do any commissioners have a conflict of interest to declare on any item in the consent agenda?
No, Madam Mayor.
No, Madam Mayor.
No.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Madam Mayor, before we move on to the motion, can we have Sean speak on 7B? So that way we can just, instead of pulling it, we can just get a response because Mr. Cortez had a question on that. I don't
Sure.
think it's the same thing, but just if,
Okay,
thank you, Madam
sure
Mayor.
thing. So, Sean, I guess Mr. Cortez had a couple of questions or comments on the airport. Perhaps you can answer them?
Yeah, I think the concern is that the airport's growing. We're going to experience more traffic. There was 2 announcements recently that we've been approved to move forward with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, bringing in international flights. We may see more traffic, more larger jets, but the truth is they come here already. They just come into the state or the country at another place. They check in, they process, and then the planes are relocated here. They conduct their business, and then they depart. This would just allow them to come in directly here. So although we will see a few more of the jets. Now, the second announcement was our electronic aircraft charging station. And the good news is those aircraft are much quieter. They don't have the piston and the jet engines. They have electronic rotor blades. So picture a larger drone and the whizzing that it makes. So that will be much better going forward as we see those aircraft. So there we.
Mr. Cortez, I hope that answers some of your questions, and I also recommend you give Sean a call. He's got all those answers for the airport, so thank you. He's like our director. He's our Google for the airport. And so thank you so much.
We're open 24/7, but we do watch the noise at evening, so we're very sensitive to that as well. So I appreciate
Thank you. We
that.
appreciate your response today. Okay, hearing that, do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Martinez. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Ortiz. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We'll move on to discussion items. 8A, Advisory Board vacancies, Planning Advisory Board. City Manager.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Commissioners, we do have an opening on the Planning Advisory Board. The seat can be filled by anybody that qualifies, either a city resident or a non-city resident that maintains a business within the city limits. There are 8 applicants that we have pending applications for that the commission can consider, and staff recommends you make an appointment.
Thank you. Do you have any nominations on the table?
Yes, I'd like to nominate Leah Perez.
I'll second.
Thank you. So we have a nomination by Vice Mayor Edie for Ms. Leah Perez, who maintains a business in the city. We have a second by Commissioner Martinez. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries unanimously.
Nay.
Nay?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay, so it's 4-1. Thank you, Commissioners. We move right on to number 9 here, city officials, city manager.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, Commissioners. Just a reminder that on Saturday from 10 to 2 at Chambers Park is our Back to School Jam. It's a great event. And hopefully you've seen some of the social media posts promoting the event by our own Joachim Jenkins, who runs the facility. And then finally, I'd like to thank the Commission on your vote earlier at our special meeting to extend my contract an additional 5 years. I look forward to continuing here into my golden years. Thank you.
We'll have to ask your wife how she feels about that. But thank you, City Manager. We appreciate it. City Attorney, do you have anything you'd like to add?
We have recently posted an opening for an assistant city attorney. So for the public that you're aware, if you know anybody who's qualified, please ask them to apply.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. City Commission, we'll start with Commissioner Martinez.
Well, first of all, good evening, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it. Mike, congratulations. Thank you. He's committed to 5 years. And what else did he commit to, Madam Mayor?
Berlinski House has to be
okay,
complete.
there you go. Okay, it's on the record now. Now we definitely got it on the record. But thank you guys for being here. Congratulations to you. And before you leave, sir, if you don't mind, I like 1 minute with you, okay? Thank you. That'll be all, Madam Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Alvarez.
Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Commissioner Ortiz.
No, I don't have any comment.
Thank you, Commissioner. Vice Mayor Edie.
I don't have anything, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Well, I want to congratulate Desiree Matthews, our Deputy City Manager. She did an exceptional event this weekend at Haven on Vine. That was really a great event. She went above and beyond as usual with Haven on Vine. And if you know anything about Haven on Vine, you know how much benefit we receive as far as assisting our community members. And to me, that was very, very telling, just a camaraderie. So thank you so much for leading that. That's always something that's near and dear to us. Also had iRise. We did a proclamation there. It's a community event. It's their 8th year. We gave them a proclamation on Saturday, and it's an event which is faith-based. And if you know anything about iRise, and if you don't know, find out so that next year you can participate. A lot of churches there, a lot of great things, great positive energy. And so thank you. I did attend the FMEA KUA annual conference. And I have to tell you, AI has taken over the world, and we were absolutely in awe with everything we learned. So it's just a lot that we had to process at that conference. But if you know anything about AI, you know that it has taken over the world. So I just want to thank the KUA board for allowing me the opportunity to be there and experience such and acquire such knowledge about said things. And once again, I just want to thank the community for getting involved and coming out and speaking on issues that really matter. And once again, congratulations, Ms. Diaz, for putting out such a wonderful energy to our youth. We really appreciate it. And with that said, do I have a motion to approve and adjourn this meeting?
To adjourn.
Second.
Thank you. Motion by Vice Mayor Edie, second by Martinez. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you all. Have a great evening.